Arts Odyssey is a cultural organisation that delivers arts projects within the UK and internationally. We mainly work with different types of communities using dance as a tool for social, educational and cultural development.
I've always been passionate about seeing and experiencing other cultures. I've travelled extensively and I was really keen to combine my personal interest with my professional interest within dance. And because of that, I set up Arts Odyssey in order to look at how the arts can bring cultures together and give them an opportunity to share experiences together.
I'm the lead practitioner and choreographer for Arts Odyssey. I'm a freelance dance artist working in London. I perform and choreograph and teach in many different contexts with a variety of ages and abilities. My passion is sharing that with other people as well, maybe who've never experienced dance before, because they've got a raw energy about them which really inspires me and feeds my practice. Arts Odyssey brings communities and cultures together by using arts as a tool for the participants to develop their own sense of identity and awareness through dance, but also as working as a big group as well, which is one of the best things about it, seeing how they can create almost like a micro community throughout a project, which is something which I particularly enjoy watching and being a part of.
I first got involved with Arts Odyssey with a programme called Choreographing Community, and that consisted of 10 evening workshops which brought together 40 different people, all from different parts of the community, ages, ethnic groups, good split of male-female, and the idea was to choreograph a piece.
The great thing about the project was it didn't matter that I had, whether I had any dance experience or not. My dancing experience before doing the choreographing community was basically just clubbing.
We did some contemporary technique, we learnt what phrases, we did a lot of creative work as well and worked around choreographic tasks that eventually formed the content that we went on to use for the final piece, which we performed at Rich Mix.
It was a very inspiring and I felt part of the community that I lived in, and I've been living there for quite a few years. So I felt like I had friends, and it was very engaging. I felt part of something, and that was great.
The highlight of the project for me was the moment, I think it was in week 8, when I realised the piece was coming together. I realised Beth and Louisa's big plan, that we'd been doing all these little pieces, as I say, working in groups or working individually, and then we suddenly realised that it all worked as a big dance piece, which I guess was the point where this community came together and worked.
Following the choreographing community project, we really hope to use that model again to replicate it in other boroughs across London. We feel that it was very successful and the feedback we got was so fantastic. We really hope to develop it elsewhere.
One of our most successful stories from Arts Odyssey was the project we did in Uruguay.
The project that we delivered in Uruguay was a 3-week intensive project. We worked with children, toddlers, teenagers and adults, and it was a very inclusive project, so there were participants who had learning and physical disabilities, some who'd never danced before, most who'd never danced before.
El proyecto que se está llevando adelante me parece precioso porque acá hay muy poca cosa para los adolescentes, y con la venida de ustedes enseñar danza y que además ellos saquen de adentro su creatividad y eso ha venido muy bueno, y principalmente con los adolescentes, ¿no? Y después los niños.
Además, en general son niños que son muy discriminados por su discapacidad o por el lugar donde provienen o porque no tienen ropa de marca, por el barrio, la situación económica, ¿no? Entonces, por primera vez van a sentir que no, que ellos valen y hacen una cosa que vale por sí misma, ¿no? Me parece que debe ser, qué bueno, qué bueno.
Me gusta, sí.
¿Por qué te gusta, Raquelita?
Me gusta porque vos hacés todo, me gusta todo.
One of the main aims of the project was to ensure there'd be a legacy once we'd finished the project and we'd come back to the UK. And we worked with 4 young adults throughout the whole of the project developing their understanding and confidence in teaching dance. And through our guidance, gradually they started to develop their own dance teaching practice, and they started leading sessions. And we're delighted to hear that they're still carrying on the sessions 6 months after we've finished the project.
Yo he aprendido a trabajar con niños y dejar que ellos piensen, tal vez de yo pensar por ellos.
Next for Arts Odyssey, hopefully is a number of things. We've been developing our partners and relationships within Eastern Africa, having delivered a project in Uganda. We hope to continue the research that we've carried out already, looking at working across cultural divides on dance work, and develop that in partnership with dance and arts managers within Eastern Africa. And we're hoping to continue delivering projects internationally and within the UK.
We're also not receiving funding at the moment, so financial support is going to be key to continue our work and the longevity of our work.
I think the work that Arts Odyssey do is really important in the community in that it links these different groups whose paths may never cross otherwise. I certainly worked with people who, older people that I just wouldn't cross in the course of my job or in the course of my social life. So I think it really helps to bring communities together and foster this sort of nurturing and understanding